Hi, Kiwi. All right, we're going to be playing another round of Hades. I'm going to be running the Skull again. I'm going to be running 4 Fear. I'm maxing out Vow of Wandering, where 25% chance of the next region's type of enemies showing up on that floor, and then 40% increased cost to shop items.
I'm off.
And off we go. I have no idea what my plan for this build is going to be. All right, we're starting with a Sluini. Not necessarily.
Kronos. He is time itself. Thus, by his nature, we can never be entirely prepared for him. He seeks the downfall of Olympus. But how exactly, we still do not know.
Alright, let's see.
The choice is yours.
Not a full moon, unfortunately. I still think this is the best option, because free healing is always free healing.
Together we shine.
Thus we are bound.
Alright. So,
Everything.
you sure did, Selene. Good job. Alright, so Moonwater will be very helpful in terms of maintaining our longevity. It's just a shame that it didn't get any potential upgrades. And, oh hey, excellent. So this is what we're looking for.
Some sort of seed.
Okay, so now we should be able to get enough Thalamus to do the incantation that lets us survive on the surface.
Readings of the fates are said to bind both mortals and immortals alike. The course and outcome of all lives all preordained. Thus the sense of choice is merely an illusion. Do you believe this song of Hades? Respond.
I think the fates determine much about our lives. When and where we are born, for instance, and to whom. But I don't think they set every detail. And I know they're not weaving it all right now, because Kronos has them.
I see. For the most part, I concur with your assessment. I am the reason Kronos has them now. He asked me where to find them, and I decided to tell him. To verify such choices could be made without their influence. Now do you understand my quandary?
How very chaotic of you, Chaos.
Oh no. Almighty Chaos, you were deceived. Kronos wished to find the fates for his own gain. They were one of the only forces in this world powerful enough to stop him.
Yet they are not so powerful as they appeared. Nevertheless, I think you are correct. Kronos indicated his intentions were benign. I am unfamiliar with deceit and was misled. I remain quite displeased about this still.
Alright, let's see. Restore mana every second. Use less mana per cast. Afterwards, 80% more gold. That actually offsets the cost increase of the shops. The increased mana gain could be pretty good, though. It competes with some of the other mana regen boons. I don't know. These are all decent, but not outstanding. I think this makes more... I'm gonna do this one.
An interesting choice.
That's probably the wrong choice, honestly, but I'm gonna do it. I also forgot what the penalty is.
Be gone.
Should probably... I think it's my specials. Yeah, my specials hurt me, so... Don't use my specials. Got it. That's fine. I think this early on we're fine, even if we don't use specials. Just means I have to focus on using casts and my X attack. Ah. Chaos kind of taunting us for being dumb is pretty funny.
More?
Alright. Take our bones and move on with our lives. I have no idea how this build is going to go this run. Last run's build was really interesting. Nothing went the way I wanted it to, realistically speaking. One boon just kind of functioned as an anti-synergy for the way I wanted to play. I think that's really what it boiled down to. I had to get in melee range with and time it appropriately to use my cast, which was the bulk of my damage entirely. It would have been fine if I hadn't snagged that Demeter boon, I think. Like, it sounded fun on paper. I forget. I will say the damage increase was pretty solid, but I don't think it also acted as effectively a damage increase to us, because to use it reliably, I had to get very close range. And particularly the spinning scythe move that Kronos uses is very difficult to dodge. Fortunately, I need both of these, and I can't afford either. Unless there's a golden pot somewhere, which there is not. Let's go ahead and take this. It seems that if I have something listed as a forget-me-not, it will mark on the doors that I can choose from what would benefit me to which door would benefit me for those forget-me-nots. That's kind of cool. I wonder if that includes materials that I can gather. I think we're almost done with our encounters. This might be the last one, honestly. That move feels so fancy, even if it doesn't necessarily do as much damage as I would like. Alright, let's take the Apollo mini-boss, because I need the damage boons.
This again.
That was dodgeable. I chose not to dodge, I guess.
Here's chaos.
Right. For some reason I thought that was finished, but it was not. It's fine. Where are my skulls? The other two must be in here. Let's go grab them. I'm gonna take out its little friends because these guys do a fair bit of damage to me. Definitely don't need to waste moon water yet. I appreciate that I can see the attacks go off before I enter. Or, like, I can see them happen so that I don't have to worry about getting hit by them. I do genuinely miss having multiple dashes in a row. That was so powerful in Hades 1, and the lack of them here is palpably noticeable. It feels like my Omega attack at the moment is not worth the, in terms of DPS, it's not worth it. Alright, Apollo, can you give us something to really make the run pop off?
Sunshine, by the way. I mean it when I say it. I know you come from underneath the earth, but there's this brilliance about you. Your mother's side, I guess.
Specials deal more damage in a larger area. Your sprint is faster and inflicts daze. When you stand in your cast, you gain 18 mana every second. Wait, I think Rarefy only works on... I believe Rarefy only works on common boons, but I can try it and see what happens. But I think... I have no idea how I'm going to build right now, so I'm going to take the special.
For you.
Oh, okay, so it does work. Awesome.
I see something of use.
I really appreciate that upgrade.
That shade needs you, Frinos.
Well, bam.
See you in the crossroads.
I like to imagine that what Frinos is doing is giving the shade a high five, because it looks like he is. But anyway, it's really good to know that I can rarefy. I can now rarefy higher tier boons, because that means you could potentially bring like a. I don't know if it caps at blue, but maybe I can upgrade them to rare, or not rare, to epics, for example, or epics even further if I'm lucky enough to run into those. Okay, so it looks like I got my chaos boon in now, so I just get 80% more gold.
Which way?
I mean, it's not really a question in Illinois. We got a pretty awesome offering there. Yeah, I think I'll appreciate the overall damage increase on the special from Apollo more than I will what we got from Hephaestus. Hephaestus's damaging boons just don't feel great to use in most instances, unless there's a way to instant pop them and you can build towards that. It just does not feel like a reliable way to DPS. Alright, Infernal Troves. I'll take that because more gold. Let's see, your Omega attack fires straight ahead and has 20 more power. Your attack grows up to 50% bigger and stronger over 2 seconds or until it explodes. Your attacks fire your shells all at once in a spread pattern. This one sounds potentially amazing if we combo it with Aphrodite, for example. I don't think I have the Aphrodite keepsake yet. And she really hasn't wanted to show up lately. I think I do this. This sounds fun. Let's build around the Omega attack.
Superior might. This'll be over soon.
Travels very fast. Still consumes my skulls, of course, not a surprise. That doesn't actually feel as good as I hoped it would. Unfortunate. I should have gone shotgun build. That would have been really fun. It's fine.
Onward.
Oh, right, I forgot. I'm supposed to kill the enemies quickly to get the gold. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, well.
Property recovered.
I was too busy experimenting to remember what I was aiming for. Oh, well. We're fine. Oh. That was unnecessary damage.
Denied.
Wouldn't just clear things out like that, though. Oh, hey, Artemis. Awesome.
Couldn't do it.
I'm out of mana. Guess I do need some sort of mana regen item, after all. Or ability, after all. Well, someone was kind enough to give us some food. I appreciate that. I knew I was getting hit no matter what I did there, so I just tried to limit how much damage I took.
Well done. Area secure. It's really true about the fates. That Kronos somehow got to them. Doesn't want to take any chances anymore. Did the fates prophesize their own captivity?
That's a good question, Artemis. I couldn't tell you.
How can you be so casual about this? If the fates themselves couldn't stop Kronos, we won't have an easy time. We're beholden to chance ourselves.
How much do you want to bet when they actually make Mount Olympus be a runnable area that the Fates are going to be one of the boss fights that we have?
So what if we are? You know not even I always hit my mark. What do I do if I miss? I take another shot. The greater the skill, the less is up to chance.
Alright, let's see.
For you.
Piercing arrow flies towards any enemy damaged by Omega cast. After you hit your attacks with special, fire a seeking arrow of 15 damage. Opposing cast may take critical damage from your attacks. I think we'll take that.
Fight on, sister.
8% chance to crit on my Omega attack sounds pretty good.
Arachne.
Assuming if that is how it works. Alright, Arachne, what do you have for me today? Please hold. I've got... Oh, gosh. I'm going to miss having these automatically returned to me, because I'm feeling the lack of that ability.
Are you sure you're all right here? I can scarce go 50 paces in these woods without having to defend myself.
I'm comfortable alone. I have my little lair, I've sustenance, and I have my weaving. I no longer even need a loom and thread. I'm grateful. And I do so appreciate you visiting. Come back again, won't you?
Will do. Alright, channel 40% faster, Fate Fabric, restore mana. I think I'm going to do this again because the armor matters. The Fate Fabric matters slightly less. Do I go Palm of Power, or do I go... Yeah, I'll take the Palm of Power. I'll upgrade my special a little bit further. Oh, Arachne, you sound a little bit too alone.
You test my patience.
You know what? I forgot to mess around with my Arcanas and take some different boons. Don't mind me, folks. I'm just gonna farm up some gold. Or seeds. I guess it's not really gold. I don't have enough mana for anything fancy anymore. Maybe I should have taken the mana regen. Oh well. At least we still have some from our Arcana cards. Fortunately, that skull just barely missed. We're fine, though. Definitely took more damage than I would have liked, but we're doing fine.
Stronger.
Poseidon or a shop? I don't know how Poseidon would do on this build, honestly. His dash would be fun. I think I'm gonna go for the shop and see if I can get a different god, although I really don't know who I would want in this build. Alright, let's see what we get. Actually, hold on, I'll take this first, because that'll guarantee my special being upgraded. Alright, what do we get? Hephaestus.
Nobody wants you playing favourites, witches. We've got this method of delivering you unmarked boons where you'll just have to take what you can get. Surprise!
Alright, gain max HP based on your magic limit. Take 10% less damage and restore magic. Your attacks occasionally create a blast. We're gonna take this because...
Fine work as always.
Something... Never mind, I thought something weird happened. Alright, well, 40% of my max magic for HP is pretty solid, because we'll inevitably get more magic. I totally forgot to talk to Charon.
There you are.
That was rude.
Using the Argent Skull of Rafal now, are we? You're becoming a most capable necromancer to have earned its trust.
Was this once a living creature's skull, Headmistress? Only to be infused with silver and enchanted as an instrument of night.
That is rather a personal question, considering all evidence at hand. Perhaps Rafal herself shall reveal to you the answer in due course.
That would be interesting.
Crossed flames.
I'm kind of glad I got that attack off before she popped her attack. Oh, none of that, please. That was a fancy dodge with my special. I am... Okay, good. I'm safe. I'm just a slipping and a sliding. Of the heart. We'll go ahead and just Omega cast on that one, and that should take care of it. I have to remember that I have this move. Oh, I don't have mana. Never mind.
How about this?
It's no use. Take this. What would make the most sense for an attack going here? Maybe Zeus for bolted would be pretty good. Like, if I can get the shotgun attack, I think that would be pretty strong. Although, because I took the other boon, it's probably not worth comboing. No, guessed the wrong one. Unfortunate. I've gotten very consistent at Hecate, at least. Not much I can do if I can't grab my attacks, though. Alright, that one's fake. That one's real. Okay. At least yeah, I thought I heard her grunt about getting hit.
Look now upon the moon.
At least this is fairly easy to dodge, as long as I play well. Alright. On to the last phase. Let's go ahead and drop this. Would you kindly drop your shield, ma'am? That was a little too early, unfortunate. Fire! Oh, cool. I guess the correct one. I didn't actually know for sure that was her. Frinos sec her up. I see her giving her. I see Frinos secking her up. Alright, this will give us a good hit once those fires are gone. And finish. Nope, didn't have enough mana. That's the wrong one, darn. Alright, which one of you is it? Reveal your true nature.
Enough. I yield.
It looked like my head was very much enlarged there for a second. I'm not sure what that was.
Each of the nocturnal arms is a terrible responsibility. I've only begun to realize their nature. A certain incantation shall deepen your understanding.
Kiwi, that means it's time to get our aspects, finally.
The aspects of night and darkness.
And this is where the real game begins.
From the oath.
Alright, and we got our testament done. Cool. So far, this really doesn't feel like a terribly strong build.
Chronos.
If there is one thing on which the accursed fates and I agree, it is that all eventually shall decay. All sprang from nothingness, and back into that chaos we shall all return. You merely hurry it along.
No retort? Okay. Got our HP back. No, do I have Aphrodite's? I do not. Poseidon I could see working, but I'm not sold on the idea yet. I think I'll just take Concave Stone and hope I roll something good. And let's see. What have we got from the shop? Okay. Ensure a Chaos Gate appears. I think we take both of these, honestly. Because a higher rarity Chaos Boon sounds really strong if we get the right rolls.
The Rim of Oceanus.
Immediate Chaos Gate. Lovely. And one of these. Alright, down we go.
Why not?
I don't know what it is that I want to get from Chaos is the one problem here.
Come on up.
You know what? I forgot to plant the Thalamus seed we got from the last run. Oops.
From nothingness sprang all creation, light and darkness, and the world itself. Yet all that nothingness remains, carefully tucked away where none can find it, save for those invited in.
Actually, just kidding.
Keep our voices down.
That was this run. Never mind.
Hail, almighty chaos.
The next two boons you find are limited to common blessings. Afterwards, boons have 60% chance to be rare or better. Cast deal 92% more damage. Or my Omega moves channel 15% faster. I think we take this and we roll for a cast build again because...
Chaotic might.
Why wouldn't I? Asher Nectar. Nectar's harder to come by and costs bones that are a finite but relatively easily acquired resource. It's funny to see these boulder enemies in an area where they really don't have much mobility option. So yeah, let's hope for either an Apollo or a Poseidon, or no, either an Apollo, an Apollo or a Zeus cast would be awesome. Hermes, good to see you, bud. I definitely can't afford anything good out of the shop, so this is the way to go. Ah, Inferno Bomb. Ah, hey. It looked like it had a brief second to dodge it, but it was like genuinely a very brief half a second. I thought I could have gotten away faster. I don't have the mana for it. Darn. Just focus on dodging for a second, pick up my skulls, and reassess. Whoop. Thankfully dodged through that.
Special delivery.
Hi, Hermes.
No way you could have already stopped Drax by now, but going after him right when you did, you're buying us some time to put a little wrinkle in his plan. So cheers.
Alright, what have you got? Attacks are faster, sprint is faster, and gives you a barrier. Your specials are faster. We haven't gotten this yet, so I'll take this. But I
Little spring in my step.
don't actually know if this is any good. Doesn't feel to I can't really detect a difference, if that makes sense. Alright. I think we roll for Apollo boon here.
Down the drain.
Uh-oh.
At last, a worthy opponent.
What a description. Not inaccurate, but funny. Very funny. Feels like I'm not using the Omega attack boon at all, which is unfortunate. But it turns out it's not nearly as good as I hoped it to be. Especially when I lack damage on it. It just seems... Well, I guess maybe if I got a good attack boon, it would be worth it. But I'm questioning that, too. Apollo's attack could probably work really well with that. There's our chance to crit on the cast circle. That's cool. Spawning allies, not ideal. Especially when they redirect my attacks. Uh-oh is almost out of HP, though, so I think we're fine. I don't know where uh-oh is. There it is.
Cooked fish.
And there we go. Ooh, I didn't realize how explosive its death was. That's concerning.
Not really dead, are you?
Right. I hear an airplane in the background. Hopefully that's not being picked up on the mic too bad. Alright, 50% attack damage and larger AoE or cast expand in size until they expire. And we got a rare Omega cast. I think we have to take this. I would have taken the increasing size on the cast, but I think this makes more sense right now. Alright, let's go ahead and take the Sloini boon and hopefully stack up some extra charges of Moonwater. Like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like the Omega attack is terribly worth using just yet. And when we effectively get double damage on our cast, you need an Omega cast ASAP. That's really what it boils down to more than anything else. Oh look, another Infernal Trove, awesome. See, we're starting to get our more Infernal Trove, or more Fields of Mourning enemies. We also need to make sure that we get a mana recharge boon, because I'm lacking in that pretty severely. Oh, that's spooky. That's a lot of things that can hurt me there.
Again.
A shame these guys don't get stunned by the water spouts. That would be pretty funny if they did. Why is it getting darker in this room?
No use.
Or it looked like it was for a moment. Wonder if it's something Lamia can do. Oh well, we're fine. Keep it going. And this should finish the room. Oh, let's not. I got pushed into it, but I don't think I took damage there. And we have our cast boon now. Also, I completely forgot to use my cast. Alright, what's our effect? Gain Serenity. Your Omega moves are 15% faster and you rapidly restore mana. Oh, right. This is in the transformation. Hex makes you impervious for 2 seconds. Your Hex restores 10 HP more. Gain gold. We have a very loud airplane flying around, apparently, because I still hear it. Alright. Can use your Hex one more time before using a fountain. I think both use and amount matter. I apologize in advance if you can hear this very loud airplane that just hasn't stopped flying around our house. I don't know what's going on, but it has not, left the audioscape. 50 mana from healing, or... You know, I forgot, the heal resets each floor, so I shouldn't be afraid to use it. Whenever you use your Hex, gain gold or gain mana. Using a fountain gives you +3 uses of your Hex, even if you still have uses left. Looks like we didn't get the one that makes it roll over into the next floor, unfortunately. That one was so good. Oh wait, maybe never mind. I think this is it right here, so we have to go this route right away. Yeah, I think that's the route. Take this.
The limits of my life.
So now in theory,
The sheer might of the moon.
I should be able to gain a lot of charges of heal that I can then hopefully use reliably on the next floor. And we haven't seen Narcissus in a while, but let's do this first. I'll start charging this up. Maybe that was a little early on my part. Oops. It's fine.
This is the Titan's haunt.
We definitely need mana regen and probably a bigger mana pool too, since we got the Hephaestus boon that makes us gain max HP for mana. For maximum mana that we have. Alright.
Death to Kronos.
Pretty good haul. Not bad at all.
Open.
Didn't mean to rhyme there, forgive me. And let's go ahead and dive down and see Narcissus.
Where did you get so? Oh, the hair. You again.
Oh, I cut off his dialogue by walking up to him, sorry. He's a funny fellow. Alright, what have you got to give us?
Sometimes I wonder, what would it have been like were I not so unbelievably attractive? Some things would have been easier. Not having everybody fall in love with me.
Maybe arithmetic.
What a guy.
You're concerned that you're too winsome for your own good. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't find you particularly attractive.
Ooh.
Oh, I know you don't mean that. Though I appreciate you trying to comfort me as a friend.
Sorry, Narcissus. Sorry, Narcissus. You really just aren't that attractive with your lack of a character portrait so far. Alright, receive a gift of 6 silver using to unlock main weapons and 100 gold. Receive 50 HP, but that's healing and more full HP and ashes. Receive 30 mana, max magic, and grasp. This is the one we're taking for sure. Because that acts as an HP up as well, assuming the passive persists. Alright, cool. Onward and onward. Oh, hi, Nemesis. Alright, so I have to remember you're going to try and steal an exit from me.
Take care of Kronos myself if you can't do it. But first things first.
Alright, Nemesis, so we just have to get more foes slain than you, which should be doable. Where even is she? Oh, there she is. More things are spawning, gotta kill them fast. We're not ahead by a whole lot against her here. Ah, she stole that kill for me, lame. Oh, she's actually winning, darn. This weapon is not good for getting speed kills, I have to say. Oh, I'm losing this, aren't I? Give us a bunch of trash mobs, I need to kill them ASAP. Come on. I get the feeling we're losing this. Unless she's gonna steal this from me, isn't she? I have no mana. I think she got it. Lame.
I concede.
Alright, so...
Pay up.
Unlucky. So our exits are over here. So I just have to make sure I run over there and pause to see what I can choose to do after that.
For sure, when first you saw me out here, you'd go telling Hecate soon as you could. But you didn't.
It's fortunate for you, Headmistress doesn't ask me to make reports. You're probably drawing some of our enemies' attention off of me, at least.
Very least I could do. Wasn't going to back down no matter what you did, but this way, can stay focused on the task at hand.
Alright, shop or Zeus? I think I go for Zeus. Oh, it was the last room before the final, before the end of the floor. Alright, well that's fine. We can, I still think this is worth it. Do I have... I don't think I have Zeus's keepsake yet. Is there a way to check? Forget how to... Nope. Never mind.
Where exactly are you, young lady? The outskirts of Poseidon's realm, it seems. You mean to circumnavigate your father's domain. Why confront the armies of Kronos head-on when you could go around? A clever move.
Alright, sprint causes enemies to be struck by lightning, gradually restore magic, but my total amount is 70%. Hold cast to aim where the binding circle appears, and foes will be struck by lightning within. Alright.
Electric.
I think... Oh. Oh, that's not as good as I hoped it to be. That just puts it near us still. Oh well, I was hoping it was more like Hestia's, where it's pretty far distance away. Oh well. The bolt of lightning should still do a lot.
I'd no intention to offend last time, and never said you were a clam. The least you could do is base your anger in reality.
Would you listen to that, gal? She's still talking about clams, poking fun at my little shell here, huh? Well, let's show her how we deal with hecklers around these parts.
Skilla, I do hope we end up friends with you at some point. Alright, she's doing my favorite of the two songs. Okay, apparently my cast did go off. Weird. I'll have to get used to this Zeus spoon. I'm not a fan of it so far. But it's fine. Jetty's chasing after us, so I'll just drop this on her. Because damage is damage. They have a shared HP bar. Or they sort of do, I guess. Perfect. Jetty's gonna go right into range of that, so she gets hit. They both got taken out by it. Fantastic. Alright. And I'll just focus on doing standard combo and depending on my cast for damage. Would you guys love to group up for me? Because I feel like if you do, you're going to have a really bad time. Whoop. I could have dodged that. I don't think I have enough damage to, or I don't have enough magic. I really do need a mana regen ability as soon as possible. I guess I can drop this and get some off. Oh, I'm stunned. No, don't push me out. That's bad. Look at their HP bar go this early. They're just taking so much damage from this. Apollo's cast is just absurdly strong. There's like no getting around it. It's just probably is the best cast boon in the game, unquestionably. Oh my goodness, Jetty, are you? Jetty is rocking out hard over there. Jetty, are you okay? All fixed? Okay, good. Alright, let's just finish you off really quick with another Apollo boon, and that should be it. Easy peasy. She couldn't really even do anything about her third phase there.
Finally.
I do feel kind of lame that the last couple runs have been pretty centered around the Apollo cast, so I'll try and not take it on the next run. We'll do something else.
Best get out before Skilla comes back.
Something else worth pointing out is this is the furthest I've ever had armor from Arachne on the first floor to make it. We barely have any, like, god boons. I guess the question is, what do I want now? My concave stone didn't actually activate that entire floor because we didn't get any offerings. Maybe I just hold on to this then, because I feel like... Yeah, I feel like that's the better option, because it's 2 boons for the price of 1. So I guess we keep using this keepsake. Like, it would say it's expired otherwise if we hadn't been using it. Like, this one's expired. I can't use it. Alright, well, anything from the pot? Let's see. Gain H... Oh, max HP upgrade? Heck yeah, we'll take that. Ensure a Chaos Gate? Okay, awesome. Another Chaos Gate? Gladly take that.
To the fields.
Alright, it's right there.
The morning fields.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to... Okay, you know what? That really isn't that awful to give up, I feel, so we'll take the Chaos Gate after all. I feel like...
To chaos.
Chaos Gates are going to be hard sells in Fields of Morning because you run the chance of getting so many boons at once.
Gently now.
Alright, no question that we'll have... No question that we'll have enough seeds to grow what we need for the access to upstairs now, at least.
Chaos, I heard your call.
Alright. Gain 32 max HP, 15% faster sprint, or 47% more attack damage. 4 encounters on Fields of Morning taking 50% more damage is a rough sell. But none of these are terribly amazing, so I think I'll just take the flat damage increase. We have the Omega cast anyway, and then between these two, definitely want Zeus, I feel. I feel Zeus will be the better offer. Hephaestus just hasn't done much to impress, unfortunately.
All you lot against me?
Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just drop this right here, because you're annoying as heck. Okay, that's one of her minions taken care of. Can I have my skull, please? Thank you. We'll drop another cast and keep checking her away. Yeah, I figure what I'll do is I'll take out her minions with my attacks, and then I can use the cast to do the bulk of my damage to the mini-boss. I do think the attack damage upgrade will be pretty solid if I can get a decent attack boon, but until then, it may be a little bit middling at best. Heck her up, Frinos. You know what you're doing. Oh,
I usually like snakes.
Okay, Frinos, I was kidding, but did you actually kill her? I assume it was my cast that I left next to her, but she still had a fair bit of HP left.
In the name of Hades.
We'll have to check and see if Frinos just murdered that snake lady in cold blood. Alright, after you enter a location, prime 50 mana to make you strikes Chain Lightning. Your lightning bolt effects may strike one more time now. I think, honestly, Chain Lightning comboed with the Apollo boon, if that works. will just massively increase the overall damage. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. I will lose a lot of base mana though, which is a problem. So I'll have to be mindful of that. I still don't have the fishing rod now that I realize that. Thankfully getting an echo room, so that will at least keep this room easy.
Look, I have your keepsake here. Your concave stone. Your concave stone. Your concave stone. Your concave stone. It's a beautiful gift. It must have come from the mountains where you used to reside. Do you ever miss it? I can't imagine you prefer it here. Imagine you prefer it here. Prefer it here. Prefer it here.
Alright, let's see. Gain 50% magic and mana based on their limits, but lose 5% per location. Okay, so maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it's not encounter, it's per region. So we'd lose 5% total, but gain 50% altogether. Manifest a copy of your Boon of Zeus. It's got to be one of these, either plus 50% magic and HP. I need to confirm how this works. Let's take this. If I lose 5% every room, well, I've thrown the run. If I only lose 5% after beating Cerberus, then this is a huge increase to survivability because I'm going to gain HP based on max mana with that other boon, presumably, as well. Like,
I'm grateful.
I have 317 HP right now, and I still have armor. Like, the armor has lasted for such a long time. Alright, what have we got? Hermes, Palm, and Magic, or Daedalus Hammer. Gotta take that. Plus Selene will give us more HP with our heal move. Alright, let's find the Golden Bough first, just so we know where to go.
A golden bough.
Perfect. Alright, which way do we go? We'll start with the hammer, because that probably we stand the most to gain from that immediately. Oh good, a Shadowcaster. My favorite enemy type. Yay! You know what? And you know what? I have because of that boon, like taking the Zeus Chain Lightning cast literally doesn't matter anymore because. All right, let's see if Chain Lightning spawns off. Don't think Chain Lightning spawns off the Apollo boon, but I can't tell for sure. Here, let's see if anything happens. No, it doesn't look like it spawns. That's unfortunate. But all of our other moves spawn it, and AoEs are included. So my special attack is gonna make every enemy on the field get hit by Chain Lightning. So pretty solid. Your special destroys 50% of any armor. Your special projectiles deal 120% damage and shoot farther, but only to one side. Every 2.5 seconds, your shells deal damage around them based on 50% of your attack. That sounds kind of like Lightning Rod, which was an extremely strong ability in Hades 1. Oh good, another airplane. Man, they have been non-stop recently. Alright, I'm gonna take this one because this sounds potentially really good. So really all we need to do is make sure that we get a very strong attack boon, which I think we can pull off if the game allows us. I will say that I've noticed a trend where the game just really enjoys not giving me the one boon I'm looking for. But that's kind of just my luck with roguelites as a whole at this point, I suppose, so I shouldn't complain too much. But this very well just could end up being a kiting build at this point. I drop my attack, my skulls, and let them do their damage. The AoE is pretty tiny, so maybe it makes sense. I wonder if that scales with an Apollo attack boon. We got hit, but still haven't taken any HP damage. And we have 8 charges of our healing moves, so hopefully hopefully we get enough stacks on Selene that I can... Uh-oh. I'm stuck. There goes my armor. It's out. I got hit. Wow, how could one of the easiest mobs on this floor do so much damage to me? Feels bad. Well, I know how. I played poorly, but still. Okay, so let's see. What can I stand to gain here? This is what mattered most. What next? 10% more HP, 2 seconds of being impervious does sound kind of nice, especially if I need to heal, but also 50% more damage for 5 seconds sounds pretty nice. Like, for example, if I cast and then heal? I think we take this, though, because it'll let me stack more, but I guess the issue is I need to be able to spend enough mana to even realistically use the ability. And just to get this Be Impervious ability, I need to spend 4, and I'm only getting 3, so it's unlikely that I'll get it. I think I just take the flat HP ups here. Yeah. And then we'll take this, because then I get +1 to that. And then either gold or... Yeah, okay, there we go. So now my Hex heals me for an additional 20 HP from a 25. So 45 HP, and I have 9 casts of it. And assuming I don't have to use any of this floor, I'll have a huge amount of HP to regenerate on the final boss. The only limiting factor being I have to spend mana to be able to use it. But the most important thing to recognize is that using the cast will restore 50 mana. Which means I should be able to pretty effectively use it without major detriment, because I will be able to pretty reliably regenerate the mana I need to cast it again, as long as I'm casting Omega attacks, which with my cast and my special, why wouldn't I be? Or even my attack at this point too. Like, I've gotten some fair between Chaos and the other boon that I just got, the Daedalus Hammer. Rather, I have really solid reason to use my attack Omega, other than it only uses 10 mana and I'm trying to burn through it as quick as possible, maybe. But other than that, oh, you're spooky. I guess they're probably an upgraded version of the enemy from the first floor, maybe? Alright, yeah. I definitely still need some sort of mana regen boon, because not having much in the way of mana at all outside... My Hex is probably going to be my main mana regen source at this point. I'm seeing that this idea of Lightning Rod on the attack wasn't nearly as good as it sounded on paper, potentially. Alright, so what it means to me is I need a more reliable way to get mana. I think this would be better if the AoE on the Lightning Rod was larger, but it is not. And so it's really hard to kite, especially smaller enemies into it like this one. There's probably a way to do it. Alright, so we've got the attack up now, which is pretty solid. And they're chasing me, but this should kill them. Alright, Chain Lightning decided to just not even try to aim at an enemy. Weird. We're fine. Okay, any other boons on this, or any other things to collect on this floor? Doesn't appear so. So on to the next room. I did hear a ding, which probably implies there's something here, but I'm not going to go hunting for it.
Let's see here.
Gain gold. Gain mystery seeds. Ensure any goods offered by Charon cost 30% less, but it costs a third of my money. I don't think that's worth it. We'll take this just to fulfill the prophecy. And do I want to... I have so much HP. I'm going to sell it. I sold my HP for money. Fair enough. Lots of dings around here.
And scoop.
And scoop indeed.
The honors, please, Frinos.
I appreciate that our froggy friend is so helpful.
Eris returned to the crossroads, my lord. Forgive me for speaking ill of one of your siblings, but I always fear the worst when she's around. Could you...
Sorry, I accidentally cut off the dialogue there a little bit.
If only she was more like you.
Alright, maybe we end up taking the Apollo
On my authority.
attack if we get it. Stand and cast gain magic. After you take damage, inflict daze. I guess we'll take his regen. Oh. Cool. Concave zone was so useful here. Unfortunate. We got unlucky with that. Alright, do I take flat mana or magic? I think magic, honestly, because I'll get some HP, or, sorry, do I take HP or mana? I think I take mana because it will give me more HP, and we have so much HP to begin with. Yeah, look, our HP went up just taking that, too. Not a whole lot, but enough. Enough. Alright. And I
have to calm him down.
And I'm reasonably confident that Fountains heal, I think, about 40% of our HP, so as long as I don't take too much damage on this fight, which obviously I don't intend to do, but you never know how things will play out when it's me playing a game, I could be honestly terrible. Terrible. Oh, whoop. He was outside the cast range. I'm gonna get greedy for this and cast this, but I'm fine. Okay. Drop some skulls on him. Yeah, the Apollo cast just does an absurd amount of damage. It looks like I should be able to beat Cerberus, at least his first phase, without any major damage to my HP bar. Oh, of course, he spawned my least favorite enemy type. We're gonna kill this ASAP. I don't have any skulls to shoot at him. And I have those back servers, thank you. Alright, we got rid of the sucker. Good. And now we just focus on Apollo casting yet again. Since he only spawned the one enemy, but that does mean he's in second phase, presumably. I needed to bail out. I was going to get hit by the explosion otherwise. He needed to bail out because he was going to get hit by the explosion otherwise. How did that cast circle get teleported to the enemy? That's... I don't think that's what's supposed to happen. Interesting if it is. Alright, here, let's use this and see how much damage it does now. 162, not terrible, but pales in comparison to a lot of our other options. We just have much better AoE, and it still feels like the base attack is better off. Although if these guys are just going to stand still and take hits from the lightning rod, there's an instance where it actually paid off, I suppose. Right, we're just going to play it safe and not go running face first into the giant AoE that the boss cast like last time, because that was a bit of an embarrassing and unfortunate situation that we landed ourselves in. Oh, that's fire. Just keep moving, moving. Alright, give him another Apollo cast, and then go collect. You know what, I just remembered. Oh, he's gonna move, but let's see how much damage the lightning rod effect here does to him, because it does trigger, it does 88, that's not bad, and it's pretty fast. I don't think it out DPSs if I just pick them up and start spamming at him, but it's a cool thought if nothing else. And if I'm focused on dodging, I guess at least this ability works very well on a stationary boss like Cerberus. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that, probably. Alright, we're fine. Oh goodness, that's spooky. Whoop! We just barely evaded having our butts lit on fire. Why did I say butts plural? Whatever. I think we've got him at this point. Let Apollo do all the work and then do whatever other damage we can with the remaining of our mana and damage output. And this should finish him. 3, 2.
You shades, leave him alone.
Alright, I was a little early. Or a little late. It's fine.
His coat all matted still with gaping souls. The Hound of Hell, nevertheless, seems satisfied.
So yeah, I can really tell that the only thing that lost us the previous fight was just that Demeter boon I took. It was a mistake.
You're free again, for now.
Such is the nature of roguelikes, though. I learned very quickly in Isaac that there are just some items you should not take if you want to win the run. Alright. Still gonna take Luckier Tooth because I do not want to throw the run, no matter how strong it is. And let's go to the shop and see what we can get. Gain a random item offered from the Well of Charon. Your cast deal 35% more damage. Oh boy. I mean, we have to take that. That's gonna clear this floor. And what did we get? Ignited Ichor. What does that do? You move 20% faster. Whee! I'm so fast. Okay. Just one more floor to go. We'll fight Kronos and hopefully have another victory in our hands. Our casts are going to be doing insane damage, though.
Service entrance. Such an infernal racket around here.
Oh, I just noticed the little statue of, I presume, Kronos at that entryway. It's cool looking. All right.
Should be a clear path to the house.
Let the descent through Tartarus begin. Wish me luck. Although I don't think I need luck for anything other than if I get the really obnoxious mini-boss. I really don't think I'll need luck against anything other than the really awful mini-boss and Charon himself. Or what, Kronos himself, what am I saying? I know my Greek gods. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I do need some luck because I just took like 60 damage for no acceptable reason. I have 14 casts of my heal ability though. I doubt I'll need all of them in the boss fight, so maybe I should use some. Well, our DPS is definitely out there, and I took another hit. Wow, I am really just... I'm going to use one of these. 45 HP is not a lot in terms of percentage for what my max HP is, but it's still a huge amount of healing. Like, it can't be understated how good that is. I doubt I'll see another Selene on this floor.
Traitor to the house shall go unpunished.
I don't think Selene spawns this deep. I don't know for sure, though. I won't complain if I find her. Alright, we'll take the gold room. I can really afford to take some to heal a bit. I don't... It's not even that I don't think I'll be unable to use all the heals. Well, actually, it's exactly that. I don't think I'll be able to use all the heals on the Kronos fight, simply because I don't think I can burn through enough mana fast enough. So I may have misunderstood something about this cast. It does look like it auto-targets. It just, when you're charging it and trying to aim it, it doesn't show you the direction it's going to travel. Or it only shows the direction it's going to travel, not where it ends up. Interesting. Potentially devastating, but more devastating are these rats that I oh so very much hate. Hands down, one of the worst enemies. Like, it's not even the necromancers that summon them, it's exclusively the rats themselves. Which is really all it needs to be. It's just the awful thing they summon is awful, I guess. I need mana. Nope. Wow, this is probably the ugliest floor I've ever done. Or the ugliest Tartarus run I've had this entire game, I think. Outside of maybe like my very first 2 runs where I was learning everything.
More of this tainted gold.
But ugh. Messy. So very messy. Alright, I am going to go for the mini-boss because both mini-bosses on this floor are very weak to the Apollo cast. I'm just very weak to them also, so I have to play it safe.
Oh, you have Kronos gets his gold?
Thankfully it's giving us the good pattern, but it is the mini-boss I hate the most. As long as it's not spamming laser, though, I should be able to deal with it relatively well. Yeah, it's not using its laser, so we are getting lucky here, and it is just getting shredded by the Apollo boon. It just has so much HP, though. Jeez. The problem is I can't get near it with when it's doing that attack, so I have to wait for my skulls to respawn. I guess I'll use the most damage I can get out of the skull by using my Omega attack. But no, we're out of mana now. So Lightning Rod, if it's not going to move, will be pretty great. Wait, I'm just remembering. If I stand in my cast, I'll regenerate mana because of the Apollo boon I took. So, alright, we got him now. That should finish him in 3, 2, 1, pop. And there we go.
Melted down.
Alright, Hephaestus, what have you got to offer?
Accept this message.
Oh look, we finally got an attack boon, and it's one of my least favorite in the game. Not gonna take it. If you take damage during your attacks or specials, they are stronger. Like, we didn't get anything good from this guy, honestly. After you sprint for 1 second, create a blast that deals damage to enemies. Oh, man, nothing good about this. I'll just take the increased damage if I get hit.
Such strength.
It's really not a boon I like to rely on, but at least we have something. Hopefully we find another god that will be willing to give me a good attack boon. Speaking of finding another god, hi Hades. Can I pet Cerberus?
Sorry, boy.
Cerberus, please let me pet you.
Feared watchdog Cerberus regards the princess with his 6 expectant eyes.
There's a hungry gnocchi who is thudded next to me.
You have the Death Defiance. Runs in the family. Your brother Zagreus, he was also rather sturdy for his stature. Hard-headed as a boy.
Don't speak of him as though he's gone. Kronos has him, and Mother, and the rest. But when all this is over, we'll see each other again.
How can you be so certain? To make such guarantees of the unknown. The Titan. My father. He shall not stop. He is the most hard-headed of us all.
I don't think that matters when we're blessed with incantations to keep ourselves alive until time itself is stopped. After you take damage, restore HP every time you reach a limit. I think we'll just take the more damage for Death Defiance, because I think I have enough healing. And you know what? This might actually... Nah, it's a 40-second cooldown, though. I don't think I can reliably use it. I'm going to take the flat damage increase on Death Defiance. Not that I intend to die, but you know. Alrighty, let's see what we get. Probably shouldn't go gardening in the middle of a battlefield, but I somehow got out of that without any detriment to my health. Definitely didn't deserve to. Alright, there we go. Easy peasy on that guy. Like, these guys aren't a threat unless I play dumb, and my goodness, that first room, I was playing so dumb. I got hit by them like 4 times in one room. There's no excuse for that other than I just played really poorly. Well, speaking of which, at least I didn't get hit. I almost did, though. So, oops. The chain lightning damage isn't that much, but it adds up. And hey, I'll take more damage where I can. I do really need to remember that if I stand in my cast, I can regain mana. I'm just not used to that, and it's hard to train myself into that habit. Okay. Here's this fancy thing. Let's take that.
Just a few chambers left.
Oh my goodness. When did I get 2,000 gold? I just noticed I have 1,800 gold. Well, I guess even with a 40% shop price increase, we're going to be buying out most of the shop this run. Because I really haven't been to many shops this run, have I? I didn't realize until just now, but I've kind of been avoiding the shops. Because there have been better offerings. I genuinely enjoy this special attack on the Ardent Skull. It's so fun to just go sliding through enemies and watch them all explode. And it is actually kind of a dodge move. You're not invulnerable doing it, but it is a reliable and fast way to move out of a position if you don't have a dash. I honestly probably could have used it to survive the previous run if I hadn't been so, like... if I hadn't choked so bad from the stress of a challenging fight. Alright, here. Let's go stand in this and regenerate some mana. The one thing I will say that is a detriment to the boon I got from Zeus is that because the cast snaps onto enemies wherever I aim it, so it's very easy. I can't just drop it reliably to stand in and gain mana unless I face away from enemies, which I guess in that case, yeah, it works, but in the heat of battle, it's not always easy to do that. I think what I'll make sure I do is, prior to the last room, assuming I have any damage, I'll use one of my hexes to heal. Because there is no way I'm going to be able to use 13 heals in one Chronos fight. Definitely going to take the Palm of Power here. Anything to upgrade my current damage, especially if I can roll a cast upgrade, will be huge. We'll see if that ends up being the case, but one can dream. The simplest way to deal with these guys is they telegraph where their laser is going to go very, very early. So as long as you move at least a little bit from your previous position and try to avoid angles where things overlap, they'll never really actually be able to hit you that reliably. I'm out of mana. Right, here, let's just close range damage him, and now we have some mana back. Oop. Well, talking about dodging lasers while walking face first into them is always kind of a bad look, but we're fine. We're still fine. Now we've got some rat summoners, so we're going to try and kill them as soon as possible, and unfortunately I missed. And there are the rats. Hooray, my favorite enemies. Yay. Alright, I think they're all dead, but I did see one scurrying off this way. It looks like we got it, at least. That's good. Yeah. These enemies I'm not worried about being melee range. There's nothing they can do other than fire their lasers. I don't think the pomegranates are a message, but okay. So 30% more special damage, or 12 more base. This almost doubles our cast damage. I mean, when our cast is already doing what it's doing. Oh boy, we're about to hurt a lot. Wait a second, where'd all my HP go? I had like over 300 HP and now I only have 246. I don't understand why I lost so much HP. And maximum mana, too. Clearly something happened when I gave up Concave Stone. Does it mean that if I give up the Concave Stone, the boon that I got doesn't... No, because I specifically chose that boon, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I lost a whole lot of HP, maximum HP and mana, which is lame. Oh well, it's fine.
Deceiving wretches.
And we have broken 2,000 gold, Kiwi. We are very, very wealthy. And oh my goodness, another pomegranate of power room. Can we further stack on our cast and just watch us melt HP bars? That is the real question here. Oh, you know what it is? It's how that Echo boon has been working. I'll need to look and see, did I lose another 5%? But it's weird because it said per location, right? So did it count the in-between room as well as a location? I hope not. That's kind of broken. We still have way more HP and magic than we started with. Like, this is still a huge upgrade. No questioning about that, but I have to wonder. Alright, where are my skulls? There it is. I'm just gonna focus on taking out the rat summoner. Oh, I think they're called verminmancers or vermomancers or something. Like, just they summon the vermin. Awful. Just awful enemies. Like, if it wasn't for summoning the rats, they really wouldn't be that big of a deal. The rats are the problem. They are a huge problem, even though they're very tiny. Alright, do we get another upgrade to the cast? We do not. Unfortunate. Alright, after you enter the location... I mean, 22.5 mana every 1 second standing in my cast sounds really good, especially when I'm struggling to regenerate mana a little bit. Or I up the chain lightning damage. 24 still doesn't feel like that much. I'm going to take the upgraded mana regen. And ooh, an Apollo boon. Lovely. This may be a fountain rune based on how it looks. It is. Excellent. Alright, so I don't even have to use my hexes then.
Long forgotten hidden refuge within Tartarus provides the Princess of the Dead some small reprieve, much as it did for her own brother in a bygone time.
These waters still run clear enough somehow.
Alright, get some plant.
Shade rot.
Get some water. Get some Apollo. Oh, can we get his attack? We got his attack. Awesome. Alright. Oh, but expanding cast size. I feel like we need to take that over the attack. It's probably a mistake to not take the attack boon, but I want this. We're building into our cast. Our attack is really secondary. Not really any options between... No choice between the two rooms. Odd that they would do that and not just give us the one option, but fair enough. Take these guys out with a cast and a special. Yeah, just so much AoE on that. It's insane. Like, it really does feel like the Apollo boon is maybe a little bit too... Oh, I'm stuck. Ooh, 10 damage. Okay, not terrible. I guess I shouldn't be that upset about 10 damage here this late into the game. Good to know that these giant statues will be my ultimate downfall if I'm not careful. Oh, rats. Yeah, I feel the biggest downside to the Ardent Skull is just the lack of reliable DPS if you have to focus on kiting. Because you simply cannot, well, you can, but it is very hard to manage your skulls while you are focusing on dodging. I could probably use my my special attack a bit more reliably, and that might be part of the issue. Whoop. But I don't know. Mixed bag of worms, whatever that means. I don't think that means anything, actually. Oh well. Look, the coffee's wearing out, and I am still trying to ramble in a semi-coherent manner. Emphasis on semi. We can very reliably burn through mana, though. So I think what we honestly do is we may just use the Hex, not even for the HP regain, but for the mana regain, so that I can just rapidly... Oh my goodness, he is, something's going on there. That enemy was, very... What's the phrase? Alligator? No, crocodile shivering fever? No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, Kiwi, but he had the jitters. He had quite the bad case of the jitters. Alright. Alright. I did not expect to see Selene down here, but Zeus I'll take, because if we get a bolted attack, that'll be pretty strong. Alright, let's start with Zeus and see what we get.
Here's the gold.
There's one good thing about this war, it's that even our most reserved family members have to rise up and make themselves known. Or just make themselves known, in the case of my good son Hephaestus here.
I didn't know Hephaestus was Zeus's son. Oh, that's cool. But also more cool, we're getting a duo boon.
Another one of your fine just there, Dad. And right in Witch's earshot too. Just when I thought he couldn't possibly stoop to me level, he continues to surprise.
Not to break the immersion or anything, but why does their accents are different? And I always find it odd that the a father or like a parent and child in a show's accents are different. Like if it was like a mix of the parent's accent with something else, that's fine. But when it's just completely different, you know. All right. Your chain lightning deals more damage per bounce and can bounce to you. Oh. Ooh, that's actually really strong. If you combo that with the, I think it's the air infusion you can sometimes get with Zeus that makes it so the minimum damage you deal is always to a set minimum, that would make chain lightning just burst unbelievably strong. All right, we'll take, I think we're in a good spot. I'm going to take the credit card. And then we'll take the magic and the Selene. I guess we're just buying out the whole shop, honestly. All right, what can we afford to take now? One more hex, gain gold, completely useless. Honestly, maybe we go for the... Oh, I still can't get to it. I didn't expect to see a Selene down here. All right, well then. 1, 2, 3. I could get another 10 HP per heal. I guess we'll take the upper path because that way I can regenerate 50 mana every time I use it. And I know it's magic, but I'm going to keep calling it mana and you can't stop me. Alright, so now I regain 100 mana every time I cast my Hex. So, and I also gain a 30...
Darkness guide you.
With the grace of the moon.
Now I heal,
It is decided.
55 HP per... 55 HP per cast.
One way in.
And I regenerate the mana I need to consume, that I can then consume with my damaging moves to be able to cast it immediately again.
Hello, my girl.
Hello, my grandfather.
You know, I'm almost impressed. Not only have you ransacked my father's domain and made war on Olympus, you had the audacity to deceive primordial chaos. That takes a spine.
Chaos has a spine. They're holding it. Or maybe it's a brainstem. I'm not sure which, but it definitely is something concerning.
Why, thank you, my girl. I must admit, I thought that chaos would be something of a bargainer, for I was willing to exchange their daughter Nyx for the 3 fates. But now I have them all.
You played the chthonic gods for a pack of fools. These eldest, most powerful forces in existence. Such choices may come back to haunt you.
Yes, you have come back to haunt me here repeatedly. You, the best that the gods of the underworld and Olympus have to offer. Bah.
He thinks he's a sheep. Alright, we're gonna just drop the cast on him immediately because why not be cheeky the old good old time? Oh, he's gonna go right out of it. Nope, he stayed in it just for us. Solid damage. Okay. Barely got out of that, but we're fine. Okay. Oh, he hit me. Well, may as well cast that. Oh, and it's instant. Excellent. Alright, come dash back to me, please. Excellent. Thank you for just giving me all the free damage I could possibly hope to gain on you. Alright, let's take out your minions. Which is pretty easy to do when they're just going to stand still in my cast like that. I didn't charge that up, so we'll have to wait a second. But this move is reliably free damage against Kronos. It really is. Don't think he's hit us yet. Yeah, I've really learned how to dodge that attack. We are just bursting him down. Alright, we're on to his next phase. Is this the part where he's just going to start spawning little time orbs? Because I hate that move. Oh, that was a little slow there. May as well heal. Just get all my mana back. Okay, so we've used 2 of our 18 heals that we came into the final boss fight with. No big deal. Whoop. Okay, he's onto his triple hitting combo. I gotta be careful now. Still worth it. Because I dropped the Apollo and that takes out like a 5th of his HP at least. Drop another heal. Fine. Okay, he spawns his banners. Let's take these out ASAP. Ah, I dashed into it. Unfortunate. It's fine though. Alright, he spawns more allies. We'll take out his shield. or rather his shield generator. We'll heal again because we can. I think that I only needed to heal 30 HP, so that was definitely too early, but it's fine because it's kind of just funny. Oh, hi, Dad. Or Granddad, whatever. Oh, hey, Mark. He's gonna dash again, and I dash out of it, fancy style with my... Oh, I kited him into the Apollo cast. Awesome. Alright. And I've got another heal up, but I don't need to use it just yet. Alright, we're shredding him. We are making this look like a cakewalk. The Apollo cast is just objectively broken. So yeah, I'll try and do my best not to take it next run. Maybe I'll go the Poseidon cast this next time.
You wretched child. Like father, like daughter, then is it?
Alright. Ooh, sounds so threatening. I love it. So basically, as long as I don't get hit by his one-shot moves, we should be fine. Oh, how kind of him. Oh, wait. I wasn't convinced I wasn't going to fall out of space there, so I played it safe. I just misplayed that altogether. No triple combo? Okay. Well, we take that. I'll take the heal here. Oh my goodness. For a second I thought that hit me because of the way it looked. Didn't go nearly as far as I hoped it would. Right. He's not really feeling his triple combos, is he? Well, I mean, I'll take that, but... Alright, second phase halfway done. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually have any damage there, I just still chose to heal. Alright. We'll have to take out his little allies, but that's fine. I can use my Omega attack for this. Alright, we'll do this. Look at that chain. Oh my goodness, the Hephaestus Zeus duo boon is crazy good. Like, if only I had more ways to spawn chain lightning, it would be like absurd. Alright. Things are getting a little bit hectic, but we're fine, honestly. Okay, took a hit, but like the teensiest hit imaginable. Let's use our special to try and take these guys out. I think that worked. I think they all died in one hit because we have just enough damage on our special. And that time I actually responded correctly to the move. I saw it charging up and I knew what to do. Could you come a little bit closer? Thank you, Kronos. Here, you can have that now. Alright. We're not really DPSing him amazingly well, but we are killing him and taking like no damage in the process. Oh, well, I got caught in that. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Oh, you know what? I didn't see the hour hand. That's why I got hit so much there. Alright. We'll just let him. That was a mistake. I took a lot of damage. Oh, well, run, 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 run. Oh, okay. Didn't think I was going to make it there. Only a couple more hits and we're good. This was a mistake. Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay. That's fine. I think we got him. I mean, I know we've got him. There's no doubt we have him. It's mostly just a matter of... a 3. Tohu. Frinos, you want to get the kill? I don't know if you can actually get the kill or not. Frinos, can you do any damage? No, I guess you can. Frinos, come on. I want my frog to kill the god of time. Come on. Do it. Do it, Frinos. Show him froggy vengeance. I guess Frinos can't actually do damage, unless maybe if he... Nope, no contact damage either. Alright, well, we tried. Alright, well, let's end this then.
Once more you bring me low. But not for long.
A shame we couldn't kill him with the frog.
Shall not succeed.
You shall not pass. But I did.
For my father.
We still didn't really get a lot of god boons, honestly, but we got the ones that mattered, which was literally just Apollo's boon, and then whatever else we got on top of that. But honestly, that Chaos boon, man. Cast dealing 92% damage. But I honestly, I think all we really needed was the Apollo boon. So, yeah, I'll stop taking that.
He's gone for now.
Alrighty, let us see another chapter completed and another sad Homer telling us he doesn't know what to talk about. But one day he will.
As saffron-veiled Millennium long bided her time, so too must wait a little longer those desirous of the details of her glorious revenge.
I'm not above waiting for this. What I am
Return to Shadow now.
What I am not going to wait for is hopefully getting aspect weapons on the next run. I'm very eager to see that. Alright, Frinos, what do you have to say about helping us defeat time?
Adequate. Can you believe it, little one? I did it. I got him. What now?
You should be celebrating Frinos' victory, not yours, Melanoe.
Father, he was so happy then. But now, don't let the Titan break his spirit.
Alrighty.
Let's have a look around.
What have we got here? The Argent Skull. Okay, just getting all the...
How well would you say you know your grandparent, Lord Moros? I'd not expected to meet primordial chaos of all beings, but they summoned me to their domain, and I don't quite know what they want from me.
Chaos summoned you. That is unusual, though not entirely without precedent. And in this case, I can't imagine why. Chaos and Mother Nyx were rather close, after all.
So Chaos seeks their daughter. They did mention something about a quandary.
This isn't the first time they took an interest in your family, or took action that the fates themselves likely never preordained. I choose to think you've made a new ally.
I hope you're right.
What's all the commotion?
Such a mess.
I have to wonder what these will be used for. I don't think she was here on the last town visit.
You went up top. Gotta breathe some fresh surface air. What made you go and do a thing like that? Thought you were single-mindedly going after Kronos.
Figured that I might do well with a change of scenery for a bit. Though I'm surprised you're not up there yourself, considering how things are.
It does sound pretty exciting, but I'd probably just be getting in the way. From what I hear, Ares has things well in hand up there. Imagine being the god of war right now. You'd be thrilled.
Your whole family would be in peril.
So?
Out of curiosity, is she related to Ares? I don't actually know. I would love... I need to... Oh, there we go. Okay, that's how I check. Let's see. Have I given Ares anything? There she is. Alright. How do I... Aha. Alright. It doesn't look like I've gotten her keepsake. I know I've gotten one from Chrono, or... Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I haven't gotten her keepsake. Why don't we give her a gift? We can bathe with her. I'm gonna get her keepsake first, maybe next time.
I do want you to feel welcome here and safe. It's not just something that we say. All of us have lost something here. May this gift of nectar show my words are true.
Wow, made with real golden apples. Thanks, babe. You're the only one who's made a real effort to bring me into the fold. Say, why don't you take this? It isn't much, but I've been holding on to it in case I found a friend.
Oh, this really isn't necessary, but, thanks.
Discordant Bell. Alright, what else did I miss here? Note to self. Oh, okay. We got the Forget-Me-Nots complete.
All about maintaining lists.
Cool, so we got some grasp. Awesome. I still have no idea how to get moon dust, which we need.
Sister Selene.
Selene's here?
You're here, Lord Charon.
Oh, hey.
Our princess.
Oh, little star. During such phases, I remain unseen in the night sky and can enjoy a moment's rest. So let us speak a little more. Although I fear that speaking starts to drain me of my light. How fares the task?
Great Selene, I am honored by your presence here. The task proceeds at pace, I think. Although, as you well know, we have much left to do. I'm grateful you've been watching over me.
And I am grateful for the opportunity. I am the Eye of Night, but you, I think, have come to be her sword. Until we see each other once again under her veil.
Farewell till then.
I'll look forward to seeing what her in-game model looks like when she finally gets a design. I really like her sprite art.
Those sands that you recovered from our enemy. Have something of his nature in each tiny grain, a key of sorts, to the dissolution of time. Do you concur?
I do. That very incantation sprang to mind. An expression of all you taught me of his weaknesses. A means to unravel his very being, to bring death to Kronos at last. He doesn't seem to realize it's possible. Still thinks I'm just an agent of Olympus.
'Tis merely evidence that our concerted efforts have not been in vain. You cross the underworld like a tempest, whilst I remain in shadows. But when the Titan's time at last comes to an end, I dearly wish to be there myself. To see the look on his face.
That would be cool if she shows up for that final encounter. I would enjoy that a lot.
We'll get him, Headmistress.
Alright. Still can't bathe with you. A shame. Moros, what about you? Okay, we can bathe with, we can try to bathe with Moros. We can't with Eris because I gave her the nectar.
Something for me?
Let's see what we can get
As
here.
promised.
Excellent. Alright, so I think what I discovered is that if the way I get these credit card type things is I sometimes get them from buying things from Death's shop on the final floor, and then I can buy them directly from Death's shop at the final floor sometimes. But I think I will probably purchase something from there.
Do you think Arachne's going to be alright in all of this, my lord? The surface was no longer welcoming or safe for her, and now I fear that Erebus is not much better off. You're right. She's twice as resourceful as just about anybody. 4 times. Just look out for her, would you?
I appreciate that she cares. I hope that at some point we get to bathe with Charon. That would be pretty funny. The dialogue would be very interesting.
Good show that time.
Alright, Polecat and Dog are out still. To no one's surprise, Hypnos is still sleeping as well.
Vengeance for my father.
Let's collect all our goodies here.
Some nightshade.
Ooh, that is a creepy looking plant that we grew. Bet you'd like looking at that. Have some growing in the house. Oh, it gave us 2. Awesome. Alright, so that's official. We can both get aspects in theory, and more importantly, we can, well, actually no. I wouldn't say not having aspects is more, or having aspects is more important, less important than the surface, but aspects and the surface, that's a pretty huge gain on our part. Let's go ahead and plant these mystery seeds while we're at it. Hypnos, anything to say? Keep up the good work.
Be at peace, oh sleep.
Come here.
We can't bathe with her yet. Oh well.
Eris is back. What did you do? Did you summon her? I saw you talking.
You're not remotely pleased to see your sister again. I don't have any more control over her than you do. Headmistress still is giving her the silent treatment, though.
Ideally, Eris should be somewhere very far from here. Good thing this place is impossible to find. Otherwise, I'd half expect she would have led Kronos straight to us by now.
You truly think a daughter of Nyx would betray us? I know Eris is a different sort, but still.
Your father is a son of Kronos. How'd they get on?
That's fair.
I was going to say much the same. That's a very fair and biting retort. Oof. Alright. I do think I need more ashes, so I think I will take the ashes this time.
Shouldn't be too long.
And then broker, anything fancy for me right now? 5 psyche. Probably not worth it. Oh, you're how we get moon dust.
Some moon dust.
Alright, we can get an extra death defiance now. That's huge. And I think having 3 of each of these is fine, and then I'll leave it at that. And I can't buy more thalamus from you, but that's fine. Alright, let's see what we can get.
Nocturnal arms still are holding something back.
Alright, what do we need to unlock this? Bronze. Alright, so we have to head back up to the surface and collect a little bit more bronze. So we're not getting everything tonight, or this episode, but we are getting the next best thing. In theory, unraveling the fateful bond. Forestall the effects of your bloodline's ancient life-draining curse that bars you from the surface. The fates deign that those born of the underworld are to be bound there, but that was then, and this is now.
Now, my blood is bound by fate, yet blood runs free. As it would spill upon the surface, I must be.
So mote it be.
Alright.
Let's try the surface one more time.
We'll bring the pickaxe to make sure we can gain what we can. Let's see. I need garlic, which I haven't found yet. I'm going to assume that's a surface plant. We need nightshade. That I can grow, and I think I can leave that be for now. So really, it's just the bronze I need. Okay. I don't think I planted any nightshade, so I can't now, but... Alright, Kiwi. Would you rather I try to bathe with the goddess of strife or the god of doom?
Hey, where'd Hecuba and Garly scamper off to? I'd ask Headmistress, but she doesn't like it when I show even the slightest concern for her familiars. They're fine, Melinoi.
Well, they probably are fine. Each on a little scouting expedition at my own behest, under the auspices of the Good Witch, of course. The Hound goes one way, the Polecat another.
Those little scouting expeditions always seem to last a while. I'll have to keep an eye out for them then.
Where they're going, they shall appreciate seeing a friendly face.
I bet we're gonna find them eventually and they can become familiars too. Alright, actually, so, okay, we can't gift Nemesis and Eris because we gave the nectar, we can't either, so I guess unfortunately it'll, well, maybe not unfortunately, but less interesting for me. We're gonna try and bathe with the God of Doom.
I know my brother trusts you more than most.
Alright. Would you like to bathe, good God?
I was thinking about a visit to the hot springs and thought you might be interested, my lord.
Respectfully, Princess, I've passed events to document, so I had better not. Some other time, perhaps?
Oh well. Denied again. I imagine the chance of success goes up with friendship, or like with the number of nectars I've given them. We can probably bathe with Dora, I bet. Alright, Odysseus. Well, maybe we can try and get Skelly to go with us again. I doubt he will. It sounds like that's really like a post-game reward sort of thing, funny enough.
My altar.
I have enough ash to buy some things. Let's see what we can get here. Set forth each night with +1 reroll. Okay, rerolls are huge. But it costs 3 grasp, and I really don't have much in the way of grasp. But...
just as I thought.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of grasp that we just got. Awesome. That's some nice upgrade for us. Alright, let's see. 25... Okay, we need to get this, because this is a pretty sizable damage up and pretty reliable to get. This one. Set forth each night with 1 chance to turn any minor find into a random major find. That doesn't sound incredible, and it costs 6 grasp, so I don't think it's worth it. 3% chance to crit isn't amazing, but it's not terrible either. Let's take this one, because rerolls are good. Set forth each night with 2 additional rerolls. I need wool to unlock this. How do I get wool? Alright, neither of those are incredible for me. We definitely are taking this, because that's a huge damage up. Is there anything else I would rather take than what I currently have? Not really, honestly. I think I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Okay, but one thing I can do is switch this and then have 2 Death Defiances instead of 1. What is S-Dust? Oh, Moon Dust and Space Dust, probably. Okay. That looks like something we find at Chaos somehow. But it looks like we can get at least 3 Death Defiances. It capped at 3 in Hades 1, I believe. Plus the Lucky Tooth. Alright, so those are some pretty good upgrades. I still have Ash to unlock things. Since this sounds good, it just takes a bit to unlock, but I need to have the other adjacent cards, each surrounding card, so I assume I need this as well. So we'll activate that. Set forth each night with 1 more reroll, and you can alter boons in certain choices. This one's cheaper. Okay, this is only location reward. I don't necessarily understand what the difference is, but okay. Alright, I'm out of ash to unlock things, so I think that's it. I'll save my ash for later now. Okay, Skelly, do you have anything to give us? Alright, so next time we'll head up to the surface.
Just joining up? Welcome.
And we'll get some bronze.
How goes it with the never-ending torment stuff, now that you got that oat thing over there? Those nocturnal arms of yours, they must be having a great time.
The arms of night. They're reacting to the oath, I think. Growing stronger as the testaments are carried out. Drinking the very nightmares born of mortal's fear of the dark.
Now that is what I like to hear.
Why do you like to hear that, Skelly? Alright, not an option to bathe. Oh well. One day, Kiwi. Alright, but with all that said, next episode, we'll go on to the surface, get some more bronze, and finally unlock our aspect weapons. The real question is, what aspect am I going to unlock first? There's the aspects in the original game were such a major shake-up to the base level of gameplay.
My collection grows.
They held, let's see, after each encounter you deal plus 5% more damage, but take that much more. So it's basically the debuff she gave us, but actually at least we're dealing damage as well. This could be really, really strong, especially for speedruns. Oh, and you know what? That scales, so it'll probably be 1% damage at the final rank. I bet it goes 0.5, 0.75, and then 1. But either way, I think that's where we're going to end the episode. I already did my outro, so I'll cut it here. Kiwi, I hope you enjoyed watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.